Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you are. My name is John, or Last Frontier Bricks, and this is my review of the LEGO Star Wars 2018 X-Wing Starfighter. It is set number 75218, comes with 731 pieces plus 4 minifigures, and came out at a retail price of $80. But if you're looking to get this thing brand new sealed on Bricklink, you're looking at spending no less than $100, with the cheapest one in the US being $150. In my personal opinion, this is the best original trilogy playscale X-Wing that LEGO has ever come out with. For when it comes to design, play features, how it looks, all that. Though you'll find that they did something a little interesting with the minifigures once we get to that. I do have the instruction manual right here. They're looking fantastic with it. Doing the classic Death Star trench drawn with the Last Jedi heroes up in the top right corner. This did come out only about a year after Last Jedi, so LEGO was still using that border for their boxes. So opening the instruction manual, you can see the usual the instructions on how to build the set, opening each bag one by one, as well as the use of the brick separator. As seen in the full set under construction, as you can see, it came with 6 bags. In the back, you have just one page of parts, since they just crammed them all in there. But you also have an ad for the Lego Life app, for some reason this one featuring Kylo Ren. And then you also have in the back, you got a couple pages of sets, including this set, the Anakin's Jedi Starfighter, the Empress Nest Speeder from Solo. You've got the Last Jedi Snoke's Throne Room battle, and then you got the Convex Transport, the AT Hauler, and the Sandcrawler. And then the next page actually shows all the figures that you got in those sets, as well as showing off how the Convex Transport and AT Hauler can be combined. So pretty solid of sets there, if I do say so myself. Starting off with the minifigures, we do have Luke, and this is where things got a little interesting. This is a set with a one-time use of a brand new mold for the Rebel pilot, for the Rebel pilot helmet. You can see it's dual molded, so it has both the helmet and the orange visor. And again, it's an interesting one. And it said, there being a brand new mold. I'm guessing LEGO thought that, considering they've basically been using the same mold for Rebel helmets basically since LEGO Star Wars started back in 98, 99. So around 20 years. So they decided to go with something new. But as I said, this is the only time we ever actually used them, because when fans first got a hold of the set, they thought these things were trash. They were actually absolutely terrible, and LEGO just decided to go back to what worked, or at least what worked with the fans. But personally, I'm actually a real big fan of these guys. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't show up more. But as you can see, there's plenty of detail on Luke's helmet here. You got the 2 Rebel insignias, as well as the caution striping and the red stripe down the side, as well as plenty of detailing on both sides of the ears as well. Taking a look at the Luke figure himself, I'm a little disappointed that he doesn't have like the microphone I printed on there somewhere. But as you see, he does have one stoic serious face and one with a bit more of a happy smirk. No arm printing, unfortunately, but you got plenty of printing on the torso, hips, and legs. So that looks really good. And again, I think it actually looks really good with the helmet on. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed that fans kind of trashed it out on these guys. And then of course he comes with a Han Solo style blaster and his lightsaber, with the chrome hilt. Next up, we've got R2-D2. I mean, he's basically gone unchanged since we first got it, and with the exception of some different print details. The strap, the print for this one, at least for the strap that goes around the dome, that's a little lopsided, but I mean it's not too crazy. And then he's got the usual printing, which honestly looks really good as well. Then we got Biggs Darklighter, Luke's best friend, who also has that that's the same new helmet. He's got some nice printing going on all over there. Fun little story. Apparently, there was supposed to, in Rebels season 3, Biggs was supposed to, or was it season? It was either season 2 or season 3. Biggs was supposed to show up in the episode where Sabine infiltrates into that training academy and basically recruits Wedge and Hobby. And apparently, the checker detail on this was supposed to be her idea. So, fun little story, but fun little backstory with the details on his helmet. Speaking of details, he looks pretty good as well. He got like a happy smirk going on his hair. Looks like that big full mustache, and then a bit more of an angry face, battle ready as well. And the printing detail on him is basically the same as Luke. Again, with no arm printing, but plenty of printing on the torso and legs, and also a Han Solo style blaster. And then we have Biggs's astromech R2Q2, I believe is his name. So it's just some different printing detail going on him. As you can see, he's full gray, or in the case of the legs and head, those are actually gun mode. Which look really nice. And there's some nice printing detail going on him as well. Almost a bit of a color swap with R2, but not complete, but not completely. But again, looks really nice. So only 4 figures in an $80 set, but they all look really nice. As for the X-wing itself, again, this thing just looks gorgeous in just about every angle. Let me move the figures to the side here. Again, this thing looks gorgeous in just about every angle. You got a lot of printed sticker detail going on here, like you got some on the nose, on the wings, even on the engine pylons. Fortunately, the cockpit is printed, and as you can see, for play functions, you've got spring-loaded shooters for all the laser cannons, and for the first time in an original trilogy X-wing, you've got a couple of stud shooters on the side to represent the proton torpedo launchers. I believe it was the 2012 X-wing that basically had like where you could like load the torpedoes, where it was like a dome piece attached to the lightsaber hilt, but they weren't actually firing. But since these are stealth shooters, they actually fire. I do like the striping of the red and white across the nose. You do have some folding landing gear, which can go right, which fold right up into the nose, so using the usual clip joints. And you got one of the smoothest transitions for the S-Force going from flight to attack position. Probably the smoothest ever. All you have to do is take this 10 technical speeds. There's a bunch of technique going on there. All you have to do is push it forward, and boom, you go from flight to attack position and the right back. Just a couple of seconds. And again, it's the fastest, smoothest transition ever. And that's done with a couple of not stickers, rubber bands here attached on the side. As you can see, sometimes the engines can pop off every once in a while. There's only a two-stuck connection. But taking a look at the back, again, you can see where the rubber bands are to make that work. A lot of interesting piece usage going on back here. You've got the dome piece. You got a couple of Wild West style guns. You got a couple pieces on the side. And again, you got plenty of detail on the wings, with some stickers. And you can see the spot where you can put your astromech droids. Notice how there's only one of the 1x2s has a jumper in it, so it's a good solid connection. But it also makes it easy to get your droids out of there. So you can just put, for example, R2 back there. He sits in there just fine, just snugly, but also he's also easily removed. And again, you have the opening cockpit where you've got a printed control panel and a seat. And then in the back, you notice there's a fire extinguisher, but there's also just a little bit of space the seat and the fire extinguisher, and that's so. For example, take Luke here. You can take his blaster and his lights and saber. You can put all of those back in there. Then you can put Luke in the cockpit, and he's ready to go. And then you also may notice that they have this little Technic axle down here on the bottom, and that's so apparently you can just take your X-wing when it goes to land. You can just push down on that, and that also activates. It said the axle inside immediately dropping the wings from attack mode to flight mode for easy landing. But much like what they did with, I believe, the 2008 the special edition X-wing, which came with Wedge, you can swap out a couple of 2x3 panels with stickers. Right now it currently has these stripes for Luke's Red 5 X-wing. So again, these are stickers, but you can swap them out for Bix's Red 3 stripes. So now, and just swap those out. And now you can. And now this is what Bix's X-wing, and he can just and you can just swap out Luke for Biggs and R2 D2 for R2Q2, and now it's in this same build, but with a setup for a different pilot. So pretty cool that Lego took that into account. Like basically you could buy two of these, which and would have been a bit expensive, $160, or is at the time, but you could pick up two sets, and you would have two X-wings ready to go. So all in all, for $80, I mean 730 pieces might not seem much, but you get a lot of playability in this guy, especially if you did you end up getting two of these guys in order to have both setups. So all in all, pretty solid X-wing, if I do say so myself. So if you guys don't have a Playscale X-wing, this is one I definitely recommend getting. It's the best one Lego's ever put out. So so again, you are looking at around $100, so more to get a hold of it. But personally, I think it's worth the money. Plus, it's getting to where Playscale X-wings are getting around that price anyway, with the Rise of Skywalker X-wing being $90. Or is it? So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to get it, and you don't have a Playscale X-wing, absolutely get it. If not, I mean, if you already have a Playscale X-wing, I mean, you don't have to. But again, I do believe that this is the best of them. So I mean, it's up to you. But I hope I've helped you decide whether you want to get it or not. So that'll be the end of this review. Thank you for joining me for it. If you guys enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, all that stuff. Ring the bell to be notified of all videos as soon as they become available. Check out my channel and some more of my content, including all of my LEGO Star Wars set reviews on the end screen in just a few seconds. And I will see you all in the next video. Later, everybody!